What up? It's your boy L-Tido. You know, I'm chilling with the homie Kyeezi right here on Bread and Butter. You're now watching Skinny Jeans TV. Yes, sir.
That's what it is right here at UCT Radio 104.5, giving you that local stuff, giving you Black Slim Unity featuring Chris Gotti, and before that, the homie Delaska with Hype on the production. Celebrate and open it up with the homie J Arrow, No Time. First exclusive right here on Bread and Butter tonight. The homie's been going crazy on Twitter, and I really do enjoy his new single. I want to know what you think about it. I'm going to check out the tweets in a little bit, but it is about that time. I told you I got a surprise interview coming into studio. You know, he's been chilling in Cape Town for a little bit. Clearly, the homie does not want to go back. I know it's okay. You got hit by the Cape Town bug. L-Tido, how you doing, man?
Yo, what up? What up? What's going on?
You chilling, B?
Chilling, B. Can't complain.
How's your Monday been so far, man?
My Monday's been good. Been good. Yeah, long ass day.
What you been up to, man?
Sending business, man. Yeah.
Oh, so you came to Cape Town to take my money, huh?
Yeah, I mean, wherever there's money, I'm a hustle. I think there's enough money out there to go around. You know
okay.
Yeah.
As long as you're leaving a little bit of something for the homie or the pie.
I'm sure you eat out here.
So you've been in Cape Town since last week, right?
Since Thursday.
Since Thursday, we saw you on stage at Street Kings.
Yeah.
And then you did a nice little surprise performance at the picnic.
Yeah.
Dope performance. How was your performance? How did you feel about the performance?
Yeah, man, I had a good time out there on stage. Yeah, both at Galaxy and Street Kings, you know, different crowds. And yeah, man, enjoyed myself out there. Just like interacting with the people like I usually do. So yeah, man, I think it was dope.
Does a performance ever get old, actually? Let me ask you that right quick.
It doesn't. Like, you do it every week and people be like, yo, man, do you ever get tired of this? But if music is truly a passion, I think people do music for different things. You know what I mean? Like, other people do music to be famous, get money or whatever. Like, honestly, if we're not getting paid to do music, I'll still be doing it. Yeah. So for me, it's just my passion, it's something that I love doing, so it could never get tired. And for the fact that you interact with different people, it's like saying, do you ever get tired of meeting people? But when you meet different people, you get different experiences. So with different, you never perform. I mean, I was like maybe
Galaxy was different.
You see same people sometimes, but not everyone from there. You get different vibes, different energies from different crowds.
And shout out to the honchos for going out to Galaxy, because it's uncharted territory. I honestly feel like it's definitely uncharted. And for hip hop to go through and be there, it was a big moment. You know what I mean? For people that don't actually know, that was a big moment.
That's what's up.
You know, we weren't allowed in, you know, Jay-Z and them say, we weren't allowed in Madison Square Garden. We weren't allowed in Galaxy. But now we're doing it. We're shutting down shows. The first thing we do with interviews here on Bread and Butter is simple. We say, spit your resume. And who are you? Now, we know who L-Tido is. But my man, we want to hear from the horse's mouth. Who are you?
Man, like...
Let's go.
Yeah, man. I mean, L-Tido is, I wish I could say is a regular dude, but I'm kind of complicated, so I can't be a regular dude. I'm just a kid out there trying to live his dreams and make things happen, you know, and just make my mark in this world and just walk this dream my own path. You know, I'm not trying to walk in the same path someone else did it. I'm just doing me the best way I know how to do me, basically.
Doing you the best way you know how to do you. Quoting Russell Simmons, I see you.
Nah, I didn't even know it. It's not from Russell Simmons. I'm just saying something for me is how I feel. You know, I think there's so many Jays out there, there's so many Kanye's out there, so I'm not going to try to be another Jay or Kanye. I'm just going to try to be me and do me.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, and I can say L-Tido is also a bit misunderstood too, at sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, it's all good, you know.
You know, I for one, I've been following hip hop for a while. You know, we grew up in this game. They used to call us Inike back in the hood.
Yeah,
you know?
Me too.
You know what I mean? And I love how artists come up, and I love the stories. And I will admit one thing: I never got your story. I was like, yo, L-Tido came through. I knew about MVT. I knew about Glitz. I was there when MA double dropped. We in the building. In fact, I'll tell you, years ago, you rocked, there's this club called Capital Underground in Joburg with M.A. Double, Bongani Fasi Morale, all you guys were there, and you were just the dude chilling in the corner. And I was with True Donatello at the time. We were doing some Smirnoff thing, and he was like, yo, that's L-Tido, he's next. I'm like, yo, who's L-Tido? And then that's when you dropped, do you like it when it rains? I didn't leak that single, I had it, True gave it to me, I'm sorry, I didn't leak it. True gave it to me, but let's hear your story. Where are you from? When did you fall in love with hip hop? And what does it mean to you, man?
Man, I think when I first fell in love with hip hop, I was very young. Like, it's weird. Like the kids now, like that love hip hop, are growing up to like the Waynes and the Young Money generation and everything else. Like the type of hip hop I consumed when I was like 10, 9, 8 was like 94 era, like where it was like Wu-Tang came out, Mobb Deep, Nas. That's the type of hip hop.
Yeah,
like
the golden era.
Yeah, that's the type of hip hop I grew up to.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that's how I fell in love with hip hop. But I've been doing this for a minute. A lot of people don't know I've been out there grinding.
Yeah.
Obviously met up with the Clids, which was Muggs, Morale, and Pages. We were homies. Me and Page grew up in the same block. His brother was like, he put us on to hip hop.
Yeah.
And his brother got locked up. So we carry on listening to hip hop. And yeah, I just met up with the homies, and since then we've been blazing it. And Muggs obviously got in before everybody else did, and Morale came
he got in the game before everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Muggs did his thing with Pro. Yeah, he did his thing with Pro. And then Morale went off to drop his stuff and everything. I was on my corporate hustle at that time. You know?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I was on my corporate hustle.
The 9 to 5.
And then
I've been there, don't worry.
And then I was like, okay, cool, man. Like, I think I'm gonna pursue this rap thing. I'd go to the studio. Muggs would always like encourage me, "Oh, come in the studio." You know, he's one of the dudes that always believed in what I did. That's why on his album he put me on 3 songs.
Word.
On his the Breakout album that he dropped. I was a new artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, homie, I was on 3 songs on We in the Building, Haters, It's on You. Yeah, I was on those joints on his album. And then from there, people took, attention of the brand, L-Tido. And then from, like you mentioned before, the When It Rains single, when I dropped that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, the Breakout, just going a little bit back into time, I think that album was like 3 years ahead of where the game was. It was 3 years ahead. Bongani Fasi did some phenomenal work.
Definitely.
Producing that album. M.A. Double, I still have the original. And I can still bump it today.
Definitely.
No, I'm actually gonna saw some.
It was definitely ahead of its time, because I see most people are into trap right now. Trap been popping off. M.A. Dub album had that sound like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Most people are doing trap beats right now, and it's like, we tired of that. We're just trying to innovate now and just follow, like, rather than just do what they do in America or whatever in terms of sound.
Yeah.
Like, create our own sound. That's why, like, my last 2 singles were just different from anything I've did. It had a South African feel, traditional feel.
Yeah.
Even the Steve Kakana single I just dropped right now
Yeah.
has a strong South African feel. So for me, rather, like, let's follow our own. Let's sample from our own African sounds rather than trying to recreate what Americans did, basically.
Exactly, and that's what hip-hop is, creating something from nothing. You know what I mean? What Swako is, what Spaza is, all of that. It's all about interpreting something and being able to express yourself in your own home way.
No doubt.
Now, I'm going to take us back for a second. Before we go into what you did with Ice Prince, I got that golden age hip-hop. Now, for the kids who are listening and the listeners who are listening, and if you don't know the title of this track, you need to go back to your hip-hop dictionary. I'm telling you, if you got any questions for L-Tido, he's in studio with me for a little bit more. We still got the brother mix with VJ Jono coming through. The homies are already prepping. Jono's giving me the serious look. Calm down, B. Bread and butter, you know what's good.
Been a long time coming at to hustle up and swish moves. Dreams of a big coupe, condos with sick views. They pray the kid lose, chips down, ribs bruised. But I had a lit fuse, grip mics and spit jewels.